Drinking buddies. Today we're going to be doing a flight where we go through these 4 ryes. They're all 100 proof. They're all affordable. They're all easy to find. This is your budget 100 proof rye flight. Let's go.
I'm your drinking buddy.
Drinking buddies. We got these 100 proof, well, 100-ish proof ryes up here. They're all budget bottles. They're all easy to find. You can walk into most liquor stores and find these. I know this one is becoming a little bit harder to find due to popularity, but the other 3 pretty readily available. First up, we got Wild Turkey 101. Yeah, I know it's not 100 proof exactly, but it's 101 proof and it's really close. Really solid. If you like regular Wild Turkey 101, you might like this bottle. Similar flavor profile, but with just a little bit more of butterscotch and black pepper. This Old Overholt, I've never actually tried before. This is my first pour of it. I don't know how it's eluded me. I am a Jim Beam fan, and this is a Jim Beam product. But yeah, Old Overholt bonded, 100 proof, bottled and bond, at least 4 years old. Next up, we got the Knob Creek, another Jim Beam bottle here. So there's Jim Beam is twice up here today, but it's 100 proof, of course. Doesn't have an age statement on here. But the regular Knob Creek is 9 years, so I doubt this is a young product. Next up, we have Rittenhouse. You guys know I really like this bottle, especially for mixing. Really good black licorice and red licorice notes on this one. Straight rye whiskey, bottled and bond, 100 proof. I shouldn't be able to tell these 3 apart. I should really only be able to tell you which one's the best, which one is the best bang for your buck, which one is the best for your money. Available 100 proof ryes. Let's go. Number 1. It smells like rye. Butterscotch, honey, really sweet nose. A lot of rye spice. Cinnamon, nutmeg. There's a little bit of a licorice thing going on here. So far, that first one, not blowing me away, but it's good though. Not like great, not like mind-blowing, but good. This one doesn't have too much going on in the nose. Stone fruit. And citrus. Wow. So this one's cherry. This one's cherry and butterscotch. If I had to put money on it, I think that might be the Wild Turkey. Oh, this one's got a buttercream thing going on. Like frosting. Sweet, but not like honey. That one's got a little bit of a nutty thing, but not peanut. More like a walnut. Rye spice. Licorice. I'm really not going to get any of these right. I have no idea which is which so far at all. But the more important thing is to decide which one's the best. So far, 2 is my favorite. Okay, now this one's got a buttercream thing too, but also black pepper. So it's like dessert, but not. That one's That one's got a little bit of an ethanol thing on it that I'm not a big fan of. Cinnamon. There's not a lot going on that one. Let me give it another go. Buttercream and black pepper. I do like it more on the second sip, but not loving it. While drinking buddies, as you can see, I've gone through them a couple more times. The one that I keep going back to and it keeps tasting better each time I try it is number 4. It just continues to maybe open up in the glass. I don't know, but it's getting better every time I sip it. I'm getting now a really nice bourbon vanilla quality off of it, but it's just changing like every time I sip on it. So that was the one I initially didn't care for, but the more I sip on it, the more I like it. Number 3 has got a little bit of a pickly, like a dill thing going on, and I'm not a big fan of that. A lot of people pick that up on Ryes. When I usually pick it up on a rye, it's not a rye I usually like. I love pickles. I like dill, but it just doesn't work with the other mostly sweet and spicy elements that you get off of a rye. I just don't associate those flavors with dill, personally. You know, you get a mint note. That works with sweet. I keep going back to these two, because I think they're my 2 favorites. But then again, this is the one that I keep going back to, and I've finished it before the rest. So I think this is number 1, this is a tie for number 2, and this is number 3. I think that's how we're going to have to do it, because I finished this one first. The more I drank it, the more I liked it, and it's just more complex than the other 3. I kept coming back to it and picking up something different off of it, and that's kind of an experience I like in a whiskey. I like to just, oh wow, I've never caught this before. Oh, that's interesting. Oh wow, you know, I like picking up different notes on stuff, and it's a very complicated bourbon. A very complicated rye, and that's why I'm picking it as my winner. I think it might be the Knob Creek, because it is the most expensive up here, and therefore probably the best one. Not necessarily that price means anything, but just for the purposes of this flight, I think it's the most expensive, so I'm going to label that as the one that I think is the Knob. So I think this is the Knob. I got no idea. I think maybe this might be the Old Overholt, this might be the Wild Turkey, and this might be the Rittenhouse. But favorite, second favorite, third favorite. Let's find out if I got any right, and what they are. Oh, wow. My favorite was Old Overholt. Interesting. My second favorite, the tie here, was Wild Turkey 101 and Knob Creek. My least favorite was the Rittenhouse. I'm actually very surprised by that. Out of all the bottles up here, I think I've bought the most bottles of Rittenhouse, either that or the Wild Turkey 101 Rye. Wow. Generally, I keep Rittenhouse around as a mixer, but I do like to sip it neat. And maybe that'll change. I think maybe Budget Rye has got a new king, and its name is Old Overholt. I am really impressed by that bottle. I thought for sure that was going to be the Knob Creek. If I'm thinking correctly, I think the Old Overholt might be the cheapest bottle up here, but we're splitting hairs because these two bottles are also, around the $20 to $30 range. Old Overholt's not expensive though, and we learned something new today, drinking buddies. Don't look at an ugly bottle and think it's bad just because the bottle is ugly. Look at this thing. This looks like a freaking medicine bottle from the 1800s. I would walk by that thing all day long. It's got a freaking screw top. Who would have thought? Good stuff, Old Overholt bonded. Buy it. Drinking buddies, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.